You do. Hey man, say man. If you can hear it, let me know. If everything sounds good, let me know. For a shit show. For a shit show, let me know. I'm just putting everything on social media, you know what I'm saying? Doing my social media blasts. Everybody bear with me. You dig what I'm talking about? Bear with me. Please, please, please. Appreciate it, broski. Yeah, bear with me, brother. Everything I love, thug, everything I love. However, to make things clever, man. See, this channel was built. Well, my one channel was built off of basically criticizing the content creators because I looked it up, man. When I tell you, it's over 800, and this was from beginning of I want to say 2024. I'm not sure what the number is right now. It's over 800 plus. I'm just gonna say black, but black in general content creators that popped up in the beginning of 2004 24. Now, nothing wrong with that. Great spirit for everybody to want to get into this content creating lane, this commentator lane, this social media influencer or whatever you want to call it, so call it lane. Nothing wrong with it. Most people is very good at doing a lot of nothing. I'm gonna say that. Probably a lot of talking, if anything. However, with a lane like that being so big, so wide, full of so many people, of course, your boy is going to not only notice, the ones who uh is a not only the big influencers, but the ones who's basically in the way. It's kind of easy to notice them. I had a few in list. I had a few lined up that I wanted to commentate on, that I wanted to actually criticize. However, this being the first show, I ain't trying to do no gaslighting. You know what I'm saying? This being the first show of being a critic, I ain't trying to do any gaslighting. So I'm just gonna go on the ones that's in the media that I can think of so far. Starting with Fort Worth's finest. Go Yayo. My boy Go Yizzle. I don't know him personally. Never met him. Never actually seen him out in person either. He always in trouble, so take that for what it is. Go Yizzle. Yay Yizzle. The spreading of the cheeks thing, the weird little picture that I didn't see but is making his rounds around social media. Reddit, they turn his ass up, pause. They're actually getting on his top about this homosexual picture he took for a female, which he says his baby's mother. Why is he taking a picture like that for his baby mother? Why he allow his baby mother to do those type of sexual things to him? Hell if I know. Hell if I know. Is it weird? Yes, it's very weird. Certain men, so I've been told, by certain sources that men say that is masculine. They say they allow their women to do that to them because it not only do it feel good, but it makes them feel like they're dominant to have certain women do that to them. Hey, if that's what you like, being getting your little freak on in the bed, that's you. You like getting your glutes ate, licked, whatever. That's you. If you like a tongue near your anal, that is you. No problem with that. However, to make things a little clever, your boy feel like that is very homosexual. I feel like no man should allow their woman, especially their woman's mouth, to go anywhere near where I'm gonna say this in the best way I can without sounding disgusting, but fecal matter. You shouldn't allow anything to get near your woman's mouth where fecal matter is involved. Which most men, if you don't know how to actually, clean properly after you get through doing the number two, you're gonna leave residue. You're gonna leave a little something behind unless you always hop in the shower right after you do the number two, after you use the restroom. So if you do or if you don't, this is a possibility that the woman that you care for and that you want to, experience this sexual activity with might have a little fecal matter on her breath, mouth, in her crevice of her mouth. Your mouth holds a lot of not only saliva, but things that you put in your mouth, like extra food, extra whatever. So you could take that what it is without it getting too creepy and getting too disgusting, because that's actually where it's gonna always lead to. So for the men who practice this type of sexual behavior, more power to you. No, 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 no hate, no shade. You men have homosexual ways that y'all gonna have to work that out on your own time, or get a therapist or something, and come to a conclusion of what y'all need to do to not just be normal, but have a tame sexual lifestyle. Something that can, again, it don't have to be normal. I ain't saying you got to do missionary, only missionary, only doggy style. Hey, you ain't gotta have one woman. You can have two women. Three. Whatever takes you to that level. However, when you cross that line of practicing homosexual activities in that bedroom, don't be mad when the woman who you feel is comfortable with doing that, sharing these pictures to, expose you. You can't be mad. Because as a man, if you saying you standing as a man and you standing on man principles and you're a man's man or trying to portray yourself as an alpha man, don't be mad. These pictures is out here, and when a woman is scorned, she will liable enough to do anything. So sharing a picture to the world is not something far fetched that you'll think that a woman will do. However, we will speak on that and we will direct our attention to the women that does these activities to the man that they care about, love, or whatever. However, and let's set standards right now for the women that likes, I don't want to say eating ass as oh girl, what's her name? Shikari, not Shikari. Shout out to Shikari. Um, what is her name? Sukiana. Sukiana got a song talking about that. Hold on. Oh, my bad. I had to grab some water. Voice was getting a little raspy. Like I was saying, directing the attention to the women who like to do these, practice these sexual activities with their men, their ones that they love, or, they might be into it as well. They might like doing it to the man that they care about. Let's talk about these women. You hoes like doing that shit? That's as far as I can go with it. Y'all like doing that shit? That shit, what, it turns y'all on? It makes y'all get wetter? It makes you want to have a orgasm while pleasuring your man to that point? Because I'm pretty sure, I don't know which baby mama it is by Yayo, but we actually need to see this woman's face. We need to know her. We need to go ahead and put her out there as, hey, she one of them ass eaters just like Suki. If you do that and that's how you get down, it is what it is, baby. Don't be mad that men don't want to kiss you. Don't be mad that men don't want to actually cuff you up and make you one of their ones, the one and only. Marry you, get you out the marketplace. Don't be mad, baby. Ain't nobody cuffing you. And your breath smelling like that. I don't give a damn if your breath smell like hey, I don't give a damn what this shit smell like, baby. Ain't nobody cuffing that. Ain't nobody cuffing. And I feel like that's why women don't like to talk about their sexual history. Because when it goes down to what you did to, or what you did for the man that you was with, or the man that you was, you know, having sexual intercourse with at that moment, it's gonna always shine a light on them that don't no one wants to be seen in that light. However, going back to the yayo situation, as a man or a woman, if you're not proud of your sexual behaviors, you shouldn't practice them. Not saying that everybody has to be uh uh Christian like or religion like when it comes to practicing their sexual activities with their partners. If you can't be proud of it, or if it's something that you will hide, don't do it. Because when it comes to the light, people will always view it as not only as abnormal, but they will view you as somewhat as disgusting, regardless if it's the man receiving it or if it's just the woman doing it. It's gonna be looked at as disgusting. So we will take that and use it for what it is. But that's my take on the Yayozo situation. Shout out to Go Yayo. Keep doing your thing with the music. Long live Get Money, Lil Ronnie and his daughter. It's a tragedy. I wouldn't want nobody, regardless if I know him or not, I wouldn't want nobody to deal with that with a friend, a brother, someone they looked at as a brother, getting gunned down while he with his daughter. That's it's tragic, and I wouldn't want him to crash out behind that, which a lot of people is waiting for him to crash out. And going to those people, something that I noticed in the Thug interview, since we on the criticism, the fans, boom, 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 the fans, man, 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 man. We are living in a weird time right now. The fans, people who supposed to love or enjoy whatever that you do, if it's music, sports, any field of entertainment, tell you the truth, them the only ones that actually gather the fans that support what they do. Because people are not fans of the average Joes. They not a fan of um going back to Sakari, the track star. People are a fan of her, but they was only a fan until she got to she got the light on her. She became popular. She became a big track star with great sponsors, with Nike sponsors and things like that. They wasn't supporting her when she was just running for Carter. They wasn't supporting her whole time of building up her track star career. They wasn't supporting her. They wasn't even supporting her when she was trying to get into the Olympics and become a U.S. Uh, track field um, athlete. They wasn't supporting that. So, and they don't support the average Joe. They don't support the average man starting his business. His fan base is not the same as a entertainer fan base. I know it's because they put themselves out there. However, entertainer fan, in my opinion, when it comes to the music, the hip hop, rap, music industry, these people has become commentators. They commentate on what you do, how you do, and what they feel like they want you to do. Like they in your position, or they been in your position before, or they know exactly what you need to do when they see you in your position. It's called Monday night quarterbacking. After you watch somebody else highlights, like if I seen Sanders, if I seen Shador game on Sunday, I'm saying, oh, he should have did this. He should have threw it over there. He threw it over there. That was wrong. You should have threw it in. Yeah, that's Monday night quarterbacking. You don't know what you're talking about because you're not on the field. You wasn't on the field. You didn't have to run out the tunnel. You didn't have to hear thousands upon thousands of fans screaming loud. If you ain't in your home turf, they probably booing. They don't want you. They trying to throw you off. They trying to throw your focus off. It don't matter if it's first. It don't matter if it's fourth and whatever. They trying to throw your focus off. You got linemen talking shit. You got people all in your ear when you got the mics on. When you're the quarterback or any other position with the mics and the helmet, they're talking to you. They're telling you do this, do that. You got people throwing signs and trying to get your attention when you say hut. You can only imagine what a NFL, and not even NFL, a college quarterback or a college wide receiver or a running back or a defensive line or offensive line. You can only imagine what's going on through these people's head when you hear that ball say hype and the play is active. You can only understand. You can barely even grasp the feeling that goes through these people's mind, body, and soul when it's time to react off these plays. When it's time to react in the middle of a game. And I only say that to the fans, to these commentators, to these people who think they know the lifestyle that comes with whatever it is. It's not about sports. It's not about entertainment. It's not even about being in the streets. It's about living a lifestyle that you chose to live. Unless they're in that same position, will ever understand of living, no matter what it is. But I like to, pinpoint things that we can see, that everybody can see. Because the streets, right now, we're flashing the light on things in the streets. I like to use the streets as the bridge to try to understand other industries that that I respect and that I would never in my life try to commentate as being a supporter of it. I wouldn't call myself a fan, but I support the military because I pay taxes. So, and the law enforcement because I pay taxes. So I support that. And it's a ranking system. It's a pecking order. Those get my utmost respect because you just can't be in the military and think you can do whatever you want to do. You just can't be in the law enforcement and do whatever you think you can do. It don't work like that. That ain't how them things work, and you gotta respect those things because it's power that comes behind that. And if you interrupt or try to mislead these things or try to gaslight these things into something that they're not, consequences and repercussions will come to you by doing that towards them entities that I just named. For some strange reason, with hip hop, rap, I know this probably go on in every music genre. I'm just speaking on the one that I love and the one that I'm a supporter of because I buy music, I go to concerts, I actually indulge in this industry, not as much as a executive or A&R or a producer or a big time rapper. However, I will never, and which I do because I'm a critic, which I do.
However, it comes from a point of experience, come a point of view of experience. If I'm a commentate on Young Thug's situation of whatever he was dealing with at that time, with not only trying to become as big as the rapper that you looked up to, which is Lil Wayne. We all know this. And I'm in a position where I'm at odds. We just gonna say allegedly. It ain't allegedly. They kind of ducked the case. His man's did time for it. We all know what happened, but I ain't trying to be on here saying, "Oh, your man shot up Lil Wayne too," but whatever. Allegedly. Let's say allegedly. I'm gonna give y'all some background story because people forget because they don't be knowing shit. And when Wayne posted, uh, my memory is kind of it goes to these moments sometimes. When Wayne posted he was doing the show, when him and Thug was having their back and forth because Thug supposed to be dropping the barter. When they was going back and forth, and not even Wayne wasn't going back and forth. Thug was just saying he was trying to antagonize Wayne. So when Wayne dropped, he was doing a show in Atlanta. Thug dropped, he was doing a show in New Orleans. It wasn't in New Orleans directly, but it was in Louisiana near New Orleans. It might have been Baton Rouge. However, he was doing a show in New Orleans, which again is showing it's showing levels. It's showing, hey, you gonna do a show in my city, I'm gonna do a show in your city. The difference between Wayne and Thug's show, when Wayne did a show in Thug City, his tour bus got hit up. Thug got out scot free from New Orleans. Ain't nothing happened to Thug in New Orleans. Now we can take that as what it is. So when Thug actually get back to the city, of course the cops gonna snatch you up. Of course they're gonna want to know what happened. Of course they're gonna be on your bumper. As a fan, if I'm just a fan of his music, I don't care about none of that shit. If I'm a fan of Wayne music, I don't care about none of that shit because I'm not affected. I'm not. I'm not. I'm not involved in that. If I'm from New Orleans, if I'm from Atlanta, it don't matter because I'm not involved. Now, if Thug's your cousin, Thug's your brother, anything that he's close, he from the hood. He can pull up in the hood and snatch you up at any moment. If you outside with the right people and y'all thugging and Thug pull up and say, "Oh, who that? Oh, that's Chili. Oh yeah, yeah, Chili on that shit. Ain't he still on his same woo woo woo? Oh yeah, yeah. Tell him hop in. Tell him roll with me." That's how that was going. I don't know if that shit was going like that with Wayne. I doubt it. I highly doubt it. Wayne was the biggest artist. Like he was on his Elvis shit at that time. So I doubt if Wayne was snatching people up. You know what I mean? Get him a couple shooters from 17 Ward. I doubt if he was doing that. However, to make things clever, let's say he was. Where the hell was Wayne's shooters at? Where the hell was Wayne's shooters at when it was time to get down to the get down? It was time to come down to, hey, you hit up my dog Bus, man. I'm on you, man. Thug ain't he ain't Iron Man around this bitch. What is y'all talking about, man? Again, going back to the fans, it's not it's not that you can't commentate. It's not that your opinion doesn't matter. It doesn't matter when it comes to this man just got out of prison, well jail, just been in there for 3 years. Yeah, all these phone calls getting leaked, which is very abnormal because they don't do that to regular people. They didn't even do that to Wayne. I'm pretty sure Wayne had a lot of conversations on his prison call. He actually been in prison. A lot of rappers been in prison. They ain't did it to Boosie. I'm pretty sure Boosie might not have been as reckless as Young Thug. He might have been, as far as we know. They ain't dropped his phone call. They ain't dropped them. I don't see them do this to nobody. So this is very abnormal. This is not regular um, DOJ protocol. We shouldn't be actually hearing all this man's conversations. being released. I know people say it's public record, and I know they say you can go to Fulton County and find all this, and I know it ain't nothing for lawyers to do it. However, they ain't did it to nobody else. I like to hear most of all these people who rappers and all this who been in jail. I like to hear Ti phone calls. Who else? Gucci Man phone calls. I like to hear a lot of rappers who went to jail phone calls. If that's what we doing, if we're exposing all this, if we're bringing it all to the light, bring everybody's stuff to the light. Let me see. Let me hear some more phone calls. Let me hear Gunna phone calls. Since we doing that, I like to hear Gunna phone calls. Cause I don't want to hear nothing from nobody else when it comes to this Gunner and Thug situation, especially fans. I don't want to hear nothing else from y'all because y'all wishy washy. Y'all rather Thug be doing a life sentence, spending the rest of his life in jail, and Gunner being the same little rapper diva that he's trying to create himself to be. That's not that's not that's not genuine, and it shows that again you're supposed to be a fan of the music. As long as a person have and made great music, then that's what we strive to uphold when it comes to a artist making great music. I don't give a fuck about Young Thug's street reputation or what he got going on in Atlanta streets. I'm not from there. I don't care as much as others. Yo, my internet kind of wishy washy on me right now. You can hear me? Everything good? I don't know if this my internet. Let me know. Let me know if you can hear me. Let me know if everything good. Yeah, but I don't care about what artist, big or not, what they got going on in their city. It don't affect me. I'm not gaining nothing. I'm not losing nothing. Yo. You're yeah. I'm not gaining nothing. I'm not losing nothing. It's not gonna hurt me to, you know, only be in tune with the music. Yes, it's good. Social media, I can see how they living, be through Instagram, be through TikTok, be through whatever social media they're putting their life out there on. And they half ass doing that because it goes with a grain of salt to say they're showing me their life. Yeah, they clicking pictures that they feel that they want the world to see. Not saying I want to see the in depths of their life. That ain't nothing that I'm striving to that ain't knowledge that I want to obtain right now. Even with Ti's show where he was showing him quote unquote that's how him and his family was living with the family hustle. That was cool and all, but everybody know reality TV is scripted. So I actually didn't believe nothing Ti was showing me, even if that was him trying to actually show this is his life. Cause we're not seeing everything, and nor do I want to. I'm just putting this out there. I'm not commentating on Ti's show, the good, the bad, or whatever. It's just I'm not enticed by what Ti can show me how he living. And another note, Ti neighborhood that he was living in off the family hustle, it couldn't have been that goddamn grand or expensive. I ain't gonna say it might not. It might have been expensive, but Shorty Low was staying in that same neighborhood. People might not care about that information. However, Shorty Low was staying in the same neighborhood as Ti. You can take that as much as you want to take that and go with that as much as you want to go with that, but Shawty Low didn't have the same hits nor the same backing that T.I. have. However, he's still in the same neighborhood as you. Shit, I'd rather do what Shorty Low did. But I'll let y'all be the judge of that. I'll let the fans and the supporters and the commentators be the be the judge of what y'all expect out of an artist or what you expect out of an athlete that you admire, that you look up to, and that you deem is fit for you to try to get involved in their life. V through in this, and I say this only is V through social media. It's not knowing them personally. It's not having their personal phone numbers. Even if you know people that's close to them, if you're that close to anybody, artist, athlete, however, entertainer, if you're that close to them, where you personally know things about them and you personally know, you know, how they move and groove around they little section, then that's different. But if you don't know these people and they way in Chicago, way in California, way in New York, man, watch out. Pipe down. Get move around because that no. I like Dirk music. I'm not just the biggest fan of his music. I like his music. I don't care about what he got going on. Is it unfortunate? Yeah, free schmurr. I don't want him locked up for no bullshit. I believe he didn't do it. I believe he's not stupid enough to send nothing or nobody to do nothing to nobody the way they said that shit happened. I don't believe that. I don't believe he that stupid. I don't believe he was so upset about Vaughn where he just had to do something and it was that reckless. I don't believe it. I believe that people around him made irrational decisions with his finances backing them. Did he give them I'm not sure about none of that. I just believe that people made irrational decisions with his finances. And him being a good friend or a good boss or a good leader or whatever you want to call him, they had access to maybe a card or two. They probably didn't have no money on it, probably had a little money on it, but come on, man. When you making that much money, you might got 4, 5 cars. Your manager got a card for him to spend on this, spend on that. You never know. They could have bucked his manager and took that card. Did all that stuff they sell with his stuff, with his information. We will never know until the court stuff come out, and by that time, we're gonna have these commentators doing weird stuff, this other weird stuff. Yo, yo, yo. Yeah, we're gonna have these commentators doing weird stuff like, oh, text messaging his baby's mother, his wife, whatever she is to him, saying, "Hey, can I buy some of Dirk old clothes?" Hmm, that's funny to y'all. That's cute to y'all. Y'all think that's what men do? That's the new generation of men. We're hopping in another man's woman's DMs, asking, "Can I get his old clothes?" Because you think this man is already gone and done for. Which before this, we know actual street dudes who we thought was gone and done for, and these boys got not only acquitted, but they got. Come on, man. Come on, that's how I know you dudes ain't who y'all say y'all are. And again, I'm only speaking on the fans, the commentators. I'm only speaking on y'all, and it's thousands of y'all. It's so many of y'all to the point where I have to start. I jot a few things down. However, I'm not trying to make this a long show, so you definitely will be double back on. I'm thinking of I'm still setting things up with the show. I don't want to do daily, Monday through Friday. I mean Monday through Sunday, but I'm still just developing and putting out certain things of how I'm gonna set it up to the point where a lot, and I mean a lot, it's gonna be a lot of commentating. There's gonna be a lot of criticism coming my way from the commentators.
because it's a lot of influencers too. I'm not gonna lie, I don't want to target rappers. It's so many of those. I don't want to actually target those, even though I have to because they in the mix of the entertainers and influencers. So I'm just like with Yayo and Thug. I'm gonna have to set up certain days to pick and choose. Well, I know, no, you picking and choosing. I know, I got to. It's like walking through a a harvest of cherries or apples or something. You know what I mean? I gotta pick for the ripe ones. You know what I mean? I can't just be picking just any and every one. You did? And then I'm gonna be like you busters. I can't do that. Gotta stand tall on the business at all time. You did what I'm talking about? So for the last one, excuse me, for the last one that I'm gonna be just, speaking on, and I'm only speaking on this one because of little comments that I seen and viewed through my social media and my analytics because I'm from Dallas, so most of my stuff, most of my information is gonna be about Dallas, and it's gonna come from the Dallas bloggers and news sites and stuff like that. So the Mo3 case is coming up. If I'm not mistaken, it's probably think it's gonna be starting in October, if I'm not mistaken. One of the alleged gunmen, killers, a part of that situation is in Dallas County, Lulu, what we call it. And since he came back dealing with the trial, he's been doing a lot of talking. A lot of talking. And one thing I want to say on that, and this is just me being a retired gangster, if that's what you want to call it. I call it having an honorable discharge from the streets. This nigga talking too much. Boy, shut your bitch ass up, nigga. If you supposed to be a street nigga, I ain't never seen a street nigga want to be this famous a day in my life. Especially if you out here stepping on shit. You supposed to be shutting your ass up, nigga. And the fact they brung you back to court, it only means two things. It means you telling or you willing to tell some shit that they didn't know. Cause they wouldn't have brung your ass back because you fight. I think he was on a Fed case for them guns. Nigga, but due to the fact that they probably got you on that hold for that body, I thought the other dude got convicted for the body. However, since you supposed to be on hold for that body and they fighting that, now your mark ass coming back to the city doing all this weak ass talking on these blog sites, and even with the commentators that supposed to be motherfucking Mo3 fans, y'all expecting a imaginary super duper superhero street nigga to come and do something to this dude. Like what? People saying justice for Mo3 and y'all saying sliding for Mo3. What? You can't have both, man. You can't have both. I know people like to have their cake and eat it too, but you can't have it both ways. It's either you want the streets to handle this or you want the justice system to handle this. And don't be from outside of Dallas, outside of any of these places where don't be way somewhere else in Atlanta or way somewhere else in West Texas or Arkansas or wherever the hell you a fan of Mo3 at. Don't be way somewhere over there talking about, oh, people in Dallas or people who from North Dallas or wherever need to be sliding and doing something for Mo3. That ain't how this work. If it was a war going on, it will still be a war going on. It's not. It wasn't. It was just a rapper trying to entice his friends to beef with some people he didn't like, who also was rappers. You people did not have that same energy when Yellow Beezy G-Wagon got shot up on the freeway. Y'all was calling Mo3 a bully. Y'all was saying he was whack for that. He it was go back and read all them comments. If he still got him up, if his pictures and all that stuff is still up, go back and read all that. I already did. Then, when it was going on, I seen how the city was acting. I seen how people was treating that situation. For all you commentators, commentate on that. Talk about that. Talk about how y'all want to see Yellow Beezy get killed. And then y'all oh man, come on, man. What my dog say, whoop de doo, nigga. What is you talking about? They ain't trying to hear none of that. This is a gladiator sport when it comes to these streets. And when you hop in these streets, hey, once blood is spilled, the blood is flowing. The war is on. You gotta spank or go home, man. Spank or go home. You cannot stand out here and thinking you're not gonna be a casualty to this, man. Bullets ain't got no friends, twin. You did that? Bullets has no friends. So, that being said, I would like to conclude with, man, y'all stay safe, stay dangerous, stay out here. If you out here, if you ain't out here, man, get put up somewhere, man. Find you a nice slut that you love and you want to wife up, man, and get up out the way. If you got some bread, you got some motion, put it up, man. Invest in it. Try to build something. Build some infrastructures for the next generation. Cause this niggas out here taking, man. And they don't give a damn about what you talking about. To all the fans, the commentators, y'all keep doing what y'all doing, man. It's Chili Mo Slim, your number one hater of content creators. You know what I'm talking about? The biggest critic. Get up with me. I'm in the city, man. Triple D be that shitty. And I'm out.